Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, James. How are you today?
Hi, Emily. I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am good too. Today, I want to talk about what we like, dislike, and even hate. Do you like talking about your opinions?
Yes, I do. I think it is fun to share what we like and what we do not like. It helps me know more about you and your tastes.
Great. Let us start by talking about things we like. James, what are some things you like?
I like many things. For example, I like sunny days, reading books, and playing football with my friends. I also like listening to music and watching movies.
That is nice. I like sunny days too. I also like going for long walks, baking cookies, and drawing. I love art and creative activities.
I think it is interesting that we both like sunny days. I feel happy and energetic when the sun is shining.
Yes, me too. Sunny days make me smile. What about food, James? What do you like to eat?
I like pizza, pasta, and fresh fruit. I also like ice cream and chocolate. I enjoy simple and tasty food.
I like a lot of the same foods. I love pizza and fresh fruit. I also like to eat salads and sandwiches. And I really love chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake is delicious. I agree that food can make us very happy.
Now let us talk about things we do not like. James, what are some things you dislike?
I dislike rainy days because they make me feel a bit sad and sleepy. I also dislike very cold weather. I do not like bitter food. I prefer sweet or savory flavors.
I dislike cold weather too. I do not like it when it is too windy or too noisy. I also dislike watching scary movies. They make me feel uncomfortable.
That is true. I do not like it when food is too spicy or too sour. I like my food to be balanced and tasty.
It is interesting to compare our dislikes. Even small things can change our mood.
Yes, knowing what we do not like helps us choose better activities and food.
Now let us talk about things we hate. James, are there things you really hate?
I hate when people are rude. I also hate pollution and littering. I feel very sad when I see my city dirty. I hate lying and dishonesty too.
I hate dishonesty as well. I also hate it when my favorite shows are canceled. It makes me very disappointed. I hate being in a noisy place when I want to relax.
Yes, noise can be very annoying. I hate it when my room is messy too.
It is good to know what we hate because it helps us understand our values. I think our likes and dislikes show who we are.
I agree. Sometimes I even change my opinion about something. For example, I used to hate olives, but now I like them on my pizza.
That is interesting. I sometimes try new foods and discover that I like them. It is fun to be open to new experiences.
Emily, can you give me an example of something you really like and why?
Sure, I really like sunny days because they make me feel energetic and happy. I enjoy outdoor activities like jogging and playing tennis when the weather is nice. I also like reading novels because they take me to different worlds and let my imagination fly.
That is a great reason. I like listening to music, especially pop and soft rock, because it lifts my mood. I also like watching comedies because they make me laugh and relax.
Music is very important to me too. I like to listen to happy songs when I study or work.
What about something you dislike? Can you give me an example?
Yes, I dislike rainy days. When it rains too much, I feel a bit sad and I do not want to go outside. I also dislike very cold weather because I feel uncomfortable in heavy clothes.
I dislike noisy places. I do not like it when a cafe is too loud. I prefer a quiet spot to read or talk with friends.
That is true. I also dislike when food is too spicy. I like my food to be mild and tasty.
And what about something you hate?
I hate dishonesty. I really do not like it when someone lies or breaks trust. I also hate pollution. I feel very upset when I see litter in the park.
I hate being in a messy room. It makes me feel stressed and uncomfortable. I also hate when my favorite show is canceled without notice.
Yes, that is very disappointing. Our hates show what we value, like honesty and a clean environment.
Emily, why do you think it is important to know what you like, dislike, or hate?
I think it is important because it helps me make better choices. When I know my preferences, I can choose the right food, the right clothes, and the right activities. It also helps me understand myself better and communicate with others.
I agree. Knowing your tastes makes life easier and more enjoyable. It also helps me choose friends who share similar values.
Yes, our likes and dislikes can help us find common ground with others. They make our conversations more interesting.
Sometimes I ask my friends what they like or dislike to learn more about them. It is a good way to start a friendly chat.
I do that too. I often say, "What do you like?" or "What do you dislike about this movie?" It makes our talks fun and deep.
Emily, can you tell me a time when you tried something new and changed your opinion?
Sure, I remember when I first tried sushi. I thought I would hate it because it is raw fish, but when I tasted it, I liked it very much. Now I eat sushi often.
That is a great example. I used to hate broccoli because I thought it was bitter, but now I like it when it is cooked with garlic. Sometimes trying new things can change our minds.
Yes, being open to new experiences is very important. It helps us grow and learn.
I agree. Our tastes can change over time, and that is normal. It shows that we are growing.
I always tell my friends to try new foods even if they think they will not like them. It is fun to discover new flavors.
Emily, how do you use your likes and dislikes in your daily life?
I use my likes and dislikes to plan my day. For example, I like to exercise in the morning when the weather is nice. I check the weather, and if it is sunny, I go for a jog. I also choose my meals based on what I like. I cook simple and tasty food.
That is a good habit. I check my schedule and try to do activities that I enjoy. I listen to music while studying because I like music. It makes me feel relaxed and focused.
I do the same. I like to read novels in the evening. It is my way of relaxing after a busy day.
Do you think your likes and dislikes affect your friendships?
Yes, I think so. I choose friends who like similar things. For example, I have a friend who likes to play football and another who likes to draw. We share our interests and have fun together.
I agree. My friends and I often talk about our favorite movies and songs. It makes our friendship stronger.
It is nice to have friends who understand your tastes. It makes spending time together more enjoyable.
Sometimes I meet new people and we talk about what we like. It is a good way to make new friends.
Yes, asking someone, "What do you like?" is a great conversation starter. It helps you learn about the other person.
Emily, do you think your family shares your likes and dislikes?
In some ways, yes, my sister and I both like sunny days and outdoor activities. We often go hiking together, but sometimes we are different. I like reading and drawing, while she likes playing video games.
That is interesting. My brother and I both like pizza and football, but we disagree on movies. I like comedies, and he likes action films.
It is normal for family members to have different tastes. It makes our conversations more fun and diverse.
Yes, even if we are different, we respect each other's opinions. We sometimes try each other's favorite activities.
I love that. Trying something new with family can be a good way to bond.
Emily, how do you think knowing your likes and dislikes helps you in school or work?
I think it helps me choose the right subjects and activities. For example, I like art and music, so I choose to study design and join the music club. When I know what I like, I can plan my future better.
That is very true. I like science and math, so I work hard in those subjects. Knowing my interests makes studying more enjoyable.
Yes, when you study a subject you like, you learn faster and feel more motivated. I also use my free time to do activities that I enjoy, like reading and drawing. It makes my day balanced.
I feel the same. I always set aside time to play football and listen to music. It keeps me happy and relaxed.
Do you think your teacher knows what you like?
Yes, sometimes I tell my teacher that I like a certain topic. For example, I told my history teacher that I like learning about ancient cultures. It makes the class more interesting when the teacher uses examples that I like.
That is a good point. When teachers know our interests, they can make lessons more engaging.
Emily, do you use social media to express what you like or dislike?
Yes, I often use social media to share my opinions. I post about my favorite songs, movies, and food. I also write a short message when I do not like something, like a movie that was boring.
I do that too. I sometimes write a review on a film or a book. It helps my friends know what to watch or read.
It is nice to get feedback from others. Sometimes my friend tries a new restaurant because I said I like the food there.
Yes, sharing our tastes can help others make good choices. It makes our conversations online more interesting.
I enjoy reading comments from friends about what they like or dislike. It gives me new ideas to try.
Emily, do you think your tastes will change in the future?
Yes, I believe my taste will change over time. For example, when I was younger, I hated bitter food, but now I like dark chocolate. I also used to dislike certain vegetables, but I am starting to like them as I try new recipes.
That is very true. I used to hate running because I thought it was hard, but now I like jogging. I feel better when I exercise.
It is normal for our opinions to change. Trying new things can help us learn and grow.
I always tell my friends to keep an open mind. Sometimes you may not like something at first, but after trying it again, you might love it.
Yes, being flexible with your taste is important. It makes life more interesting.
Emily, do you have a favorite activity that shows what you like?
Yes, I love painting. I like using bright colors and making creative designs. Painting makes me feel calm and happy. I also like playing the guitar. It is fun to learn new songs.
That is wonderful. I like playing football and riding my bike. I also enjoy reading adventure novels. They take me to new worlds.
I think our hobbies are a good way to express our likes. They show our personality.
Yes, hobbies make our free time enjoyable. I often invite my friends to play football on the weekend. It is fun to share my hobby with others.
I sometimes join a painting class with my friend. We learn new techniques and have fun together.
Do you think your hobbies help you relax?
Yes, when I paint or play music, I forget my worries. It is a great way to relax after a busy day.
I feel the same when I read or ride my bike. Hobbies are very important for our happiness.
Emily, as we finish our talk today, what is one thing you learned about yourself?
I learned that I really like sunny days and outdoor activities. I also learned that I hate dishonesty and pollution. Knowing this helps me choose a good lifestyle.
I learned that I like creative activities like painting and playing the guitar. I also learned that I dislike noisy places and messy rooms. It is important to know what makes you happy and what disturbs you.
Yes, our likes and dislikes help us make better choices in life. They show who we are and what we value.
I feel that after our conversation, I understand my taste even better. It is a good reminder to always check what makes you happy.
I agree. Talking about our opinions is a good way to reflect on ourselves. I always try to ask myself, do I like this? Or why do I hate that? It helps me grow.
Thank you, James, for this interesting conversation. I enjoyed sharing our likes, dislikes, and hates.
Thank you, Emily. I also enjoyed our talk. It is fun to learn more about each other.
I look forward to our next conversation. Maybe we can talk about our favorite movies or music.
That sounds great. I am excited to share more of my opinions with you.
Great job! Do you want to practice your English and become more fluent? Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our free English conversations. See you in the next video.